Now I have on my list the distinguished permanent representative of Sri Lanka. Ambassador, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chair, for giving me the floor. Having listened to some of the presentations that we've seen in the last few minutes, building an inclusive and sustainable digital future, I believe, requires a multifaceted approach that ensures that all countries and populations benefit from the digital transformation. For United Nations members, I would have thought that we would have to build an inclusive and sustainable digital future while bridging the digital divide and advancing gender equality, that we should take a comprehensive approach that addresses both infrastructure and social barriers. Now, I have probably thought of a few aspects which I thought I should probably present before this assembly. First of all, I think there must be an approach to expand digital infrastructure and access. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that universal access to broadband, for example, where United Nations members should prioritize expanding digital infrastructure, particularly in rural areas and underserved areas, including ensuring affordable and reliable internet services, which is essential for marginalized communities and women in particular, who often face greater challenges in accessing technology. Secondly, public digital spaces. Governments, I believe, should invest in public access points such as community centers, libraries, schools that provide free internet and digital tools. Thirdly, affordable devices and connectivity. Policymakers should incentivize, I believe, the private sector to lower costs for digital devices and data plans. The second aspect I would like to focus on perhaps is the promotion of digital literacy and education for women and marginalized groups. Now, in saying so, I believe that digital literacy programs for all is a must. Countries should implement national digital literacy programs, ensuring that everyone has the basic skills needed to engage with digital technologies. STEM education for women and girls to reduce gender disparities in tech-related areas. UN members should, I believe, promote science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and education for girls and women, which include scholarships and mentorship programs. Lifelong learning skills programs. Governments should encourage lifelong learning opportunities, offering women in particular access to training in digital and tech skills at all stages of their careers. Thirdly, Mr. Chairman, I believe that there must be support to women entrepreneurs in the digital economy. Now, when I say that, I believe that access to capital and financial inclusion is a must. Member states should develop financial products and services that specifically target women entrepreneurs. Secondly, digital platforms for women-owned businesses. Governments and international organizations, I believe, can partner to create platforms that promote and support women-led enterprises in the digital economy. Thirdly, incubators and mentorship programs. In other words, establish incubators, accelerators, and mentorship networks, specially tailored for women. Fourthly, I believe, implement gender-inclusive digital policy and legislation. In other words, gender-sensitive digital policies, combat online gender-based violence, regulatory frameworks for equal opportunity. Fifthly, we need to promote inclusive digital leadership. Now, when I say that, I believe it includes women in tech leadership, gender balance in digital policy bodies. Sixthly, I think we need to address cultural and social barriers to women's digital participation. And that includes, we need to deal with challenge gender norms, involve men as allies, encourage programs that involve men as allies in advancing gender equality in the digital space, support women in care work. Seventhly, the leveraging of technology to support gender equality, mobile banking and financial inclusion for women, digital platforms for education and health. Eighthly, monitor progress and set gender-specific goals. In other words, data collection on gender technology, gender-specific indicators for digital policies. Perhaps finally, to foster international collaboration and knowledge sharing, which includes global partnerships for gender equality and best practices sharing. So, Mr. Chairman, I believe that by taking these few steps, we as member states can ensure that the digital future is both inclusive and sustainable, empowering women and marginalized communities to fully participate in the digital economy and benefit from technological advancements. These measures, we believe, will help bridge the digital divide and advance gender equality, contributing to broader goals of social and economic development. I thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I thank the distinguished peer of Sri Lanka.